from your respective countries. It is with great emotion that we welcome each and every one of you to the opening ceremony of the ICYF Young Business Hub initiative under the theme Inspiring Stories, Young Startups. On behalf of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, we are very pleased to have for today's session our esteemed participants, the President of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, and our guest speaker for the first session. But of course, before we start the first session, the kick of the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Idi Ahmed. I'm from the Republic of Cameroon. I'm a professional officer at the Department of Foreign Affairs in ICYF. To this end, I cannot go on without thanking our special guest speaker who spared no effort to reply at our request to be the first speaker of this illustrious program. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are currently aware, the world is still continuing to grapple with the fallout of COVID-19. The pandemic has served as an urgent warning that we are approaching tipping points from across our communities, economies, and ecosystem. Therefore, entrepreneurship is one of the keys to empower those who will address these future challenges. And that is why it is a feeling of pride that invades us at this moment. The reason is due to the fact that we all witness how Mr. Sami and his closest collaborators have been working tremendously hard for this program to see its day. Today, one can say we are honored and excited to take part at the launch of this major project of ICYF. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the program of today is set as follows. First and foremost, we shall have an opening remark by His Excellency, Mr. Taha Ayhan, President of ICYF. Thereafter, we shall proceed to the session, which shall be conducted under the supervision of our guest speaker. It should be noted that our guest speaker shall unveil her story in 20 to 30 minutes, and then we shall proceed to the question and answer session. Without further ado, and before we kick off the session, ladies and gentlemen, as announced, I would like to invite the President of ICYF, His Excellency, Mr. Taha Ayhan, to please deliver his opening remarks. Mr. President, the floor and stage is all yours.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Idi. Actually, Mr. Taha, because of his unavailability in a last-minute notice, as ICYF Director General of Cabinet, I'm going to deliver his message, his speech. And I would like to thank all of our brothers here. I can see from various parts of the globe. Here, Brunei, Bangladesh, I see many countries, they are following us. I just would like to deliver the message of His Excellency, Mr. President Taha Ayhan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am most pleased and honored to be here with you in this valuable gathering amidst bright youth who are passionately seeking to be the future entrepreneurs and aim to play a role in betterment of their societies. As all you know, Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum was established in 2004. It is an international organization that represents youth organizations and youth councils of the OIC member states. The forum is a member-driven organization and consists of 46 leading national and international organizations and aims at carrying out advocacy of youth interests while supporting sustainable development, promoting formal and informal education, empowering young generations by implementing a variety of youth programs. Young Business Hub is the umbrella comprehensive economic empowerment initiative of ICYF. We established YBH specifically for offering solutions to the economic problems of youth, supporting them with a multi-level strategic approaches. Training young entrepreneurs and skilled workforce is crucial for us because we know they will be the driving force for the development of their own country and region. By startup competitions, investment summits, boot camps, vocational educations, and thematic programs, we focus on enhancing overall capabilities of young entrepreneurs in terms of leadership, business, networking, and management, as well as on specific job skills. Starting a new business is a long way built with success and failures. But if you create values from these successes and failures, they will be valuable access for you that help you to move on faster. Knowing this, we conducted this experience sharing meeting with that will allow you to listen the experiences, lessons, and difficulties of successful startups that are once started their journey with ICYF. We expect each participant of this program will write their success stories one day by combining the values of solidarity, cooperation, social responsibility, social impact with their innovative business ideas and entrepreneurship skills. I sincerely believe that our future entrepreneurs will be the aspirational leaders of the future world by working hard for their societies. I want to underline that our valuable speaker in this program once were in the beginning of their journey when they met with ICYF. Today, we have the honor of having them years after as influential leaders and business owners of their community. It is very valuable to hear success stories and having role models to create more innovative ideas and build a more stable business plan. Thus, I recommend young entrepreneur candidates to listen the experiences of each of the speakers very well to build their own path with a better perspective. Having said that, I want to congratulate Ms. Hazel, our guest speaker today, selected as most successful young entrepreneurs of Turkey at 2020 by Junior Chamber of International Commerce. It is a great success and hopefully a great inspiration for the future entrepreneurs. I am very excited to see young entrepreneur candidates here today from 42 nations and wish you all successful event where you will have opportunity to listen valuable experiences of your future business journey. Our future is in your hand. Your future, your family's future, your society's future, your country's future are all in your hand. We believe in you. We know you have the capacity and the capability to change the future. Believe in yourself and create the change. I once again thank the host organizers for the arrangements for this event, and I wish success for all deliberations thereon. I thank you for your all kind attention and participation. Be healthy, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mr. Yunus, for your insightful speech. It's an honor to have you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Inspiring Stories Young Startups is an online meetup program under the YBH initiative that aims to bring successful startups and young entrepreneurs candidates. Moreover, to mark this new initiative, ICYF will host a dynamic conversation featuring successful young startups to present their own story and to attend to the questions of the participants. And this was even mentioned in the speech of Mr. Yunus. In this way, young participants that you are shall grasp a better understanding of the flaws that is happening in your respective business, and you shall find answers to your respective questions regarding your respective projects. The overall program shall last 9 weeks, as each and every one of you are aware. We shall have one session a week, and I do believe that this program shall be beneficial to all of us and shall lead us in generating better alternatives to our present problems in our respective regions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have speakers from across different parts of the world, and they shall give us an insight of how they start up their respective startups in their communities and shall highlight how these startups at grassroots level can facilitate conflict recovery and generate community resilience and sustainable, equitable growth. That's why today we have with us a renowned entrepreneur who shall unveil with us her story, which shall be a life-changing journey for many of us. Her story will give us a glimpse of how to fill in the lapses we usually find ourselves with when we intend to take part or start up a project. But before handing over the mic to her, allow me to say a few things about this amazing person. Our speaker of today, ladies and gentlemen, was born and raised in Aydın, here in Turkey. She is graduated from Molecular Biology and Genetics Department in Istanbul University and continued her master's degree on management at Hasan Kalyoncu University. During her undergraduate studies, she volunteered in various social projects and participated in several workshops in different countries. After her trip to East Asia, she started her own business, which is on freeze drive, and founded her company named Snack Haus. She was awarded with more than 10 entrepreneurship prizes, including Topçu, Gap, and international prizes as well. Recently, she was selected by the Junior Chamber International as one of the 10 outstanding persons of the world in 2020. She was awarded in the business category with her startup, which she is about to share with us today. So I don't want to monopolize the mic, ladies and gentlemen. I think if I have to read all her CV, we're gonna spend the evening here. So distinguished participants, join me in welcoming Ms. Hazel Topçu. Ms. Hazel, the time and space is all yours. Thank you very much.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, ICYF, to organize this event. Thank you, Edie. Thank you, Betul, and thank you, Mr. Sami. I hope you like my story. And firstly, I say sorry if I slip the tongue. My English is not very well for me. It's been a while since I didn't talk in English. Please forgive me. I'm sharing my presentation. Just a minute. Yes. Yes, Salamun Alaikum again. I would like to introduce myself. I am Hazel. I am co-founder of the Haus and Haus freeze-dried brand. I was born in Aydın, actually. Aydın is a very small city. My family is still living there. She is my grandmother. She grows our veggies and fruits in her garden. It is her garden. I have learned to eat organic foods, healthy life, to respect earth from my grandmother. Here is our garden in Aydın, and she is growing everything. So I'm interested in healthy life, organic foods, and cooking so much. I like to visit different countries to learn their cuisine, their different vegetables and fruits. After high school, I went to Istanbul University and have moved to Istanbul from Aydın. I graduated molecular biology and genetics department of Istanbul University. I took plant technology, plant biotechnology, food technology lessons. I was taking work on plant technology and foods, but my story didn't start with this. After university, I went to the Holland to work in genetic laboratory. It was a great adventure for me. 6 months later, I returned to Turkey, but I couldn't find any job about my sector in Turkey. So, unfortunately, I threw away my background and I found a job at a different area. I started as a business analyst, then project manager at a corporate company. In corporate life, I have learned many things. Business life, meeting organization, to lead team, to manage project. 500 people were working this project, very huge number. It was a very good experience for me. Actually, every day prepared me for these days. After 3.5 years, yes, 3.5 years later, I was bored my job, my life, and Istanbul. Istanbul is very huge, so crowded. My family is not near me, and my friends returned to their born town. I was alone in Istanbul, and I asked myself, what are you doing in here? I decided to search a new life for me. Actually, in this time, I was wandering Thailand those days. I bought a Thailand ticket to search a new life, a new area, to find a new job. I had a dream. I wanted to work at a farm, restaurant, etc. I don't know, but I can do everything. The only thing I know, I don't want to work at a big corporate company as a white collar. Then, anyway, I have visited the 8 cities in 15-20 days. I bought, but there was a big problem for me. In Thailand, there are no cheese, no bread, no dairy products, no olives, so no breakfast for me. Yes, they are using the soy milk, but I can't drink it. When I was in Holland, my Dutch friend said to me, "You are eating two dinner because in Turkey we eat hot cooked meal in lunch like a dinner, but in Netherlands they eat just a sandwich in lunch. They eat hot cooked meal at just its dinner." So I can say Thai people eat dinner 3 times per day. Anyway, this was a very big problem for me because I was planning to leave Thailand so much. I thought about this problem for days. I had to solve this problem. Dairy products need cold chain, as you know, and shelf life is so short. So I must change this cold chain problem and extend the shelf life. My friend said to me, "You are a genetic engineer, change the structure, do something." It was impossible. I say it was impossible. Then light shined in my brain. There's a one-way freeze drying technology. I have known that this technology from university. We are using to save endangered cell culture, pharmaceutics, and pharmaceutic biotechnology. We are using this technology. I could apply this technology to the foods. I returned to Turkey and I started to search about freeze drying. Who are using this technology? Is there any freeze dry food in Turkey? Who has freeze dryer? Who is the producer of freeze dryer and freeze dried products? I did deep research. I found the NSA uses the freeze dryer technology to send food into the space because of long shelf life. And I said, if NSA is doing, of course I can do. And I did it. Yeah, what is freeze drying? Let's talk about technology. Incas, the first known in the world to use freeze drying technology, Incas in 11th century. Chunyo is a freeze dried potato in the left side. Freeze dried potato product traditionally made by Cuchera and Aymara communities of Bolivia and Peru. Fresh food shelf life is so short. So we should use different technologies as canning, freezing, or drying, but each has different problems. If you put the food to the freezer, you can extend shelf life maximum up to 6 months. Then you defrost the freeze food, texture, color, taste are changed. Food cell exploded, and especially fruits are not eaten like a fresh fruit. Canning is a totally different process. You are putting the additives or salt, sugar, etc. Taste, color, shape, size of food are changing in canning process. Yes, everything is changing actually. There are a few drying methods. Oven drying, sun drying, spray drying, etc. You heat the food in all drying process. Heat is exploding the cell, food cell. That's why the food shrink and darkness, taste, smell, size, shape are changing. But most importantly, the nutritional value is decreasing. We lost some vitamins and minerals. Our process is freeze drying. Freeze drying is the best drying technology in the world. It's totally different than the other drying technologies. We don't change any size, shape, color, taste, smell, and of course, nutritional value of foods. Freeze-dry technology is the best drying technology all over the world, as I said. We extend shelf life of food up to 30 years. Yes, 30 years is a very huge number. So we prevent the food waste. While we are extending the shelf life, we don't add any additives, preservatives. We add nothing. We just evaporate the water. Food cell structure doesn't change. All things are the same with a fresh food. These are the immortal foods, as we say. Because we evaporate all water from food, there is no water inside of food, so to living microorganism on food is impossible. How we can cook it? Firstly, we choose the organic and the fresh food. Then we freeze the food under -40 degree. Water inside of food was crystallized. Then evaporate all water from inside of freeze products. After drying process, we are packaging in non-oxygen packages. There is no moisture, no oxygen in package, so life was stopped. You can store many years unless open the packages. As you see, nothing changed. These are my retail products. We are selling in B2C and B2B. Banana, okra pickle, strawberry, melon, apricot, green olives, cheese, dragon fruit, apple. We can work all kinds of foods, fruit, dairy products, meats and seafoods, vegetables, cooked meal, juice, breads. There is one more important advantage. If you add the water into freeze-dry products, you can get back the fresh foods. So we can dry soup, cooked meal. We can dry soup, cooked meal, and eat hot dinner with hot water. This is the best product for mountaineers, soldiers, or single people, etc. Actually, I have started to produce freeze dryer firstly. After return Thailand, I researched this technology, but it was so expensive, and I don't have money. I don't know what should I do. I have talked with my university teachers, and they give me permission to use their laboratory. I have started after work and weekends to research. I was still working those days because I need money. I went to near the angel investors with my prototype, but nobody believed me. To every investor, the angel investor or the other VCs, to invest the marketplace, financial technology, fintech, mobile application. These sectors were so popular in those days. Return was very fast, and all investors were investing their money in those areas. Nobody was related with the food technology, but I didn't give up because I knew that this is not just my problem. We waste 215 billion Turkish liras on food every year. Sorry, we waste. This is the waste food. These foods become the garbage before they reach our table. This is a very, very huge number. We should decrease their huge numbers. So I should preserve food and avoid the wasting foods. Freeze drying technology was a very suitable technology to reduce this figure. That's why I couldn't give up. There was a competition to invest a project from government in Turkey. I have written a project about developed own machinery and own products, but this period was so long. It took more, I guess, 6 months. Yes, it took more than 6 months. Many education were given us. After that, I won and got grants from government and established my company. Then I developed our first machine and first final product. First, I started to sell freeze-dried products to the hotels, but I couldn't be successful. Then I changed my business model. I have packaged products to the retail packages, and I attended a summer festival. I opened a stand. I made everyone test the products. I explained the technology because nobody knows the freeze drying technology and difference. Nobody knows the freeze drying technology and difference between the normal traditional drying and freeze drying. Feedbacks were very successful. I sold more than almost 200 products. 200 products, I guess, in one day. I agreed with the three organic markets to sell my products in this festival. I was so happy. It was a very, very good things for me. Our products are now selling more than 40 offline markets, more than 10 online markets. Beginning of this year and last quarter of this year, we got 2 more different governmental grants for research and development. Our machinery R&D and food R&D still continue. We are consulting about the drying technologies. And these are our supporters. I won prize more than 10 competition in Turkey and 2 competition in Europe. Last year we went to Lithuania to establish company and we made some good connections, but we returned because of pandemic, COVID-19. Now we are Istanbul and Aydın. We are progressing by growing. Yes, this is my news. This is my story. Thank you so much for listening for me. That's all from me. If you have a question, I will be pleased to answer your questions. I'm stopping the sharing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your insightful presentation and actually an amazing story. You know, for me, I personally was very interested in your presentation because this is something I usually share with my friends and colleagues, that the future challenges of the world will center around food security, and it's all about food and agriculture, and the way you're preserving these products, it's new alternatives for us to get an idea, and for us who are very eager to do agricultural investment in our respective communities, it's really helpful. Added to that, I do understand. I also like the part about your experience in Thailand, because I myself, I happened to spend some time in Thailand, and we have similar stories where you said that dinner is like every day.
Yes. They're always eating a dinner, yes. Not a breakfast. It was not a breakfast.
Exactly. So we are used to, like, you know, cheese, milk, dairy products, but over there it's rice, it's seafood, and but the thing is about Thailand, it's the people are so welcoming and so polite that you don't even, you know, notice these differences. So it's it's an amazing story. And added to that, also in your presentation, I also noticed that even when we were in Thailand, we noticed many people were practicing what we call urban farming, where it's a crowded city, for example, in Bangkok, but when you go to their balconies, there is a whole plantation or harvest. They harvest different kinds of fruits on their balconies using all kinds of equipment. Like, for example, when their shoes are bad, they don't throw their shoes, no recycle, nothing goes to waste. They use their shoes as a pot, and they put sand in it, and they start growing up plants in it. So it's really amazing. And also I saw something in Turkey which also blew my mind. Like we went to Bursa, and I noticed the onions, the way they were cultivating onions, they didn't have to use the ground. They just took bottles which they didn't want to throw away, and they just put sands in the bottle and then created holes in different part of the bottle. And when the plant started to grow, it actually found its way, and these onions are conserved in certain plastic bottles, and it's so amazing. So we don't really need to use our land. So thank you very much for that amazing story, and I'm sure a lot of students have questions, and I want to invite each and every one of them to be specific and concise with their questions. Since it's a virtual space, we should give an opportunity to everyone. So please just raise your hand, click on the raise hand button. I will call your name and you read out your question, and Ms. Hazel will reply to you. So I have already a first question, and I would like to give the floor to Raisa Sumanjari from Madagascar. I hope I did pronounce your name very well. Sorry.
Yes, thank you, Edie. Yeah, it's Raisa here. First of all, I want to thank Ms. Hazel for that very inspiring presentation. So my question is actually very simple, I guess. I want to know, what are the challenges you were facing when you were starting your business, and then how did you overcome those challenges, Ms. Hazel? Thank you.
Challenges, good question. Very good question. The big challenge is to owner of the company, the female owner of the company, because I started with my project to develop the machinery, freeze-drying machinery. 2 or 3 years ago, I was always visiting the fabrics and how can I say, the machinery producers, but they know me. You're a girl, you don't understand. How can I understand this technology? Where did you? When did you find this technology? Always asking me, and they don't believe me. It was a little bit difficult for me. Yes, I explained everything. I learned. I tell again, again. So I know that this technology, I can do it. Please do this machine, this product, this process. Do for me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Raisa, for your question. And well, I'd like to proceed to Ramin Mahmood from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much. I have a question that why you choose this unique idea? Like, there are many ideas, but what was the reason behind this idea?
The idea comes from this. I was in Thailand. I couldn't find any cheese, and I wanted to live in Thailand so much. But there was a problem, the breakfast problem. I am searching to transport cheese and bread and olives from Turkey to Thailand. It was impossible. The more than 1,000 kilometers to Turkey and Thailand. So, and the cheese, their product needs the cold chain. So it was impossible. How can I export the cheese and the other things from Turkey to Thailand? And I'm searching the technologies, and I remember the freeze-drying technology. I know that this technology at university, because we are using this technology to save the endangered cells, the other cells. So I can apply this technology to the food. I searched who are using this technology. Nobody, just NSA using. In Turkey, nobody using this technology. So then I say I can do it, and do it. Thanks so much.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ramin, for your question. I'd like to move forward. Could we have, you did not put your country, but may we have Wirba, Ismaila, Tata? Are you here with us? Mr. Wirba? Okay, I think he's not. So I will get back to him. Could we have Mr. Ahmed Nawid Zahed?
Hello, sorry I cannot turn on my camera. I had a question because
Yes,
I'm in the
please.
car and it is somehow dark. Yeah, my question is this, what lesson did you learn and what is your advice for the youth generation, especially for the people living in countries like Afghanistan, which is very fragile with lots of challenges? What is your advice for us? Thank you. Is it clear? I hope it
Yes,
was
yes,
clear.
yes. Yes, it's clear. I get it. Thank you so much for your question. But I cannot advise because I am not the hero. I am not the master in this area. Yes, I believe me so much. I know this is very important. Turkey, this technology is very wonderful, I guess. And somebody used this technology, somebody developed this technology in Turkey. So firstly, I went to the many VCs, angels to invest my technology. Nobody believed me, but I didn't give up. If you believe your project, don't give up. I write a project to apply to government. Yeah, government believe me and give a funds grants to establish my company and develop my machinery. This is the first advice for me. If you believe your project, go. Don't stop. And secondly, how can I say? If you are working the corporate company, you are working just 8 or 9 hours. If you establish your company, you are working 7/24. Don't forget me. You are working so much hard. This is the second advice. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed, for your question. I would like to move on and give the mic to Nayab Zahra from Pakistan.
First of all, I would like to say thank you and congratulate ICYF for initiating this program. It means a lot. Hazel, thank you so much for giving us this beautiful presentation where you have just, made us very proud. As a female, I'm very proud. And also, there's this one question that I wanted to ask, and that was, what is the milestone that you see for this particular venture, and what role does project management plays in it? Because you said you were project manager for a corporate company at a point. How important it is in this venture in particular, and how do you see it growing? Is it because of the idea itself, or is it the team that you will have to basically progress it into something big? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your question. I was working so much in my university term. I was working at the fairs and translate teach the children. So everything's prepare me now. Everybody prepares me today. This is the first milestone is the establishing my company. Then get the funds and develop the first machinery. This is the second milestone for me. To tell my first product. This is the very important things in my business life. Then others come to different. Then third milestone is the won the European Union competition. I went to the Thailand to boot camp. Then they asked us, please stay here, establish the European company, and we give you the grant from European Union. Yes, this is my third point. But we didn't do this. We have lived just 5 months. Yes, then returned because of the pandemic. Business life launched me to manage project and to lead the team, to organize the business life. Yes, the other companies, but the startup ecosystem is very different to managing the project and managing the corporate company with to manage the startup is totally different. Managing startup is a little bit easy than the big company, but you must think many things, from marketing to financial to production to delivery. Everything you should think you should learn. Yes, this is a very big, not problem, big challenge or big advantage. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Nayab, for your question. You using the female ticket, the bonding, and she's so proud, which is good. And definitely, Miss Hazel, you're an inspiration to many out there, especially in our respective countries. So I'd like to give the mic to Saeed Hussein Haider Bukhari. Are you here?
I saw somebody asked me my email address. I'm writing to my email address in the chat panel. Yeah, you can add me in LinkedIn and you can write a mail whenever you want.
And some of them were asking if you could share the power presentation slides.
Of course.
Later on. So yeah. So can we have Mr. Saeed, please? Could you ask your question? Thank you very much. Are you with us, Mr. Saeed? Oh, we can't hear you. Can you unmute your mic, or you have? Okay, we'll get back to you. It's no problem. Hello?
Hello? Am I audible? Am I audible? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Hello? Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Hasnan from Pakistan. I have a question for Hazel that when you got this idea, how did you make your team to work for your startup? And the second question is that how are you making your startup sustainable? Thank you.
After return to Thailand, I talked my idea to my friends firstly, and the teachers, university teachers. They believe me and they say me, you can do it and you should do it. My two friends, we wanted to inside of this project. And of course, we can do it. These are my friends. Yeah, I find my team from my friends. And what's the second question? Sorry.
How did you make your idea?
Yes, great. We get two different grants from government this year. We are always developing our R&D, food R&D and machinery R&D. This is a different area. I have two company. So we are trying to catch the technology and catch the new year. So catch the new demands. We are always producing. We are trying to always producing the different foods. I am working on the functional foods now. So maybe in the future we will take the one pill, very small food, and we will get all vitamins and minerals. Why not? Yeah, I am working on this area now. Yeah, it's my plan, future plan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Said, for your question. I would like to have Mr. I hope I do pronounce your name well, Gergay Toramani from Albania.
Yeah, thank you. So my name is Gergay Toramani from Albania. Actually, my question was actually partially responded, but I wanted to know because for all of us young entrepreneurs, we all have at least a very good startup idea, but the main issue usually is financing part. So you already answered that you got a lot of help from the startup and bootcamp competitions because they usually also provide the rewards and financing. But my question is that what was the main breakthrough that enabled you to pass from a startup idea to a commercially viable product or company? Was it the startup funding, or the government funding, or
government funding? Firstly, I get the government funding. Then first I government funding. Then I got two government funding again, different funding, and I won some competition. The competition, the prize is the money. Yeah, and in the same time, I am teaching and I am giving the. I forgot the name, consulting. Yes, sometimes I'm giving the consulting. Now I'm producing the freeze-dried food. I'm selling the freeze-dried food. Yes, I'm earning money from this selling.
Okay, just a follow-up question. What would you have done if you, for example, didn't manage to win the financing from government projects? Like, would you have gone for like a bank loan, or what would be another option for you, for example?
Maybe you can get a credit from bank, but it is very dangerous for me. I don't like to take a credit. Otherwise, I don't know. The funding is very important. If you don't have any money, maybe you can take the co-founders. Yes, in your startup. And but there are many startup competition all over the world. Most of them are giving the investment. Most are giving the first initial money to your startup. Firstly, you can write a project and present your project, and you can go.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toramani, for your questions. I'd like to give the floor now to Mr. Firas Al-Jaffa from Jordan.
Yes, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I wish you most success in the future for your startup and your company. I have one question which was a part of my thesis. What are the most important factors that you consider as important for your success, your company success? Thank you.
Was it clear?
Success. Yes, it's clear. Yes, it's clear for me. The success is to earn money.
Just the finance?
Yes, not just earn money, because I am avoiding the food waste. This is very important thing for me, because I am doing, I am working about to avoid of the food waste. If I decrease the food waste in Turkey a little bit, just a little bit, it's enough for me. This is the very big success for me. But second one, the earning money is very important to live and survive.
Thank you very much. Of course, we're all in pursuit of money. That's the whole purpose sometimes. Anyways, can I have Mr. Mahnur from Pakistan?
Thank you so much. First of all, assalamu alaikum to everyone.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I apologize.
Thank you so much for giving me a floor, and I would like to congratulate ICYF with new program I had participated in before, and I congratulate Miss Hazel. Okay, sorry,
Thank you.
Miss Hazel for such a success. I have two questions actually. What most of the delegates asked question that you had a lot of barriers. What was the thing that keep you motivated? That I do not give up. What was that thing that you like that always keep you motivated? Like I have to do this.
Motivate.
Okay, my second question is like you have a nice idea of like seeds and like that. Like you have unique idea of your business. You know, many if someone has to start a business, they run up with other idea that they are making more money from that business. They do not work what they have, what the idea they have in their mind, because they think we will we can't run business with this idea. What you will suggest for that, that you have to work on your idea or you have to get idea from someone? Thank you so much. I hope my question is clear.
Thank you so much. Your questions. The first one, motivated things. Last year, when I opened the stand in the festival, mother and the children came to near me my stand. Mother said me I meet your products in the organic market. My son didn't eat cheese before, and he liked your freeze-dried cheese so much. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Respectful. She said me. I shocked, and it was very, very, very grateful time. This is my motivated. Sometimes the mothers, sometimes the fathers wrote me on Instagram, my children, or about sometimes their mother, father, they don't eat the. For example, I am producing the okra pickle. Okra is the vegetables, and many of the Turkish people don't like the okra pickle. So they say to me, yeah, we hate the okra, but I'm eating your okra. This is very interesting. It's very different, very delicious. This is my very motivated things. So I'm so happy about that. The second question, I don't clearly understand your second question.
Should I repeat?
Yes, please.
Like I was asking, like if I have idea, I have to work on this business. So you know, when you come in grade, when you see other that they are working with their business and they are getting more. So what we do, we start working on our idea. What we have, we jump in another idea. So what you will suggest?
Connection is a little bit.
Yeah, can you repeat your question again, Mahmoud? Because you had some issues with your network, so we lost you for some few seconds.
Okay, now it's clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear. You can just go maybe slowly, and yeah, it's fine. You have your time.
Okay. Like I have idea, like I have a small idea that I have to work on this business. It can be a small business or large, because I have to take a start. So when at a point came when you think that it's not my job, you start giving up. So you left that job and you go with some other idea. So what do you think? Should we give up with that idea, or we go with other idea, or we work on hard on that first idea?
Ms. Hazel?
Is it clear?
I guess. I'm not sure, but I will say something if I don't answer you.
I can help if you didn't understand the question well.
Fikrimi sordu galiba.
I was saying, no, she was just saying that you may have been working on a project or an idea, and then out of a sudden that project is not working, and you want to switch to another project. Is that so, Mr. Mahnour? And then you're trying to suggest that should we still stick to the first project, or if we have a new idea, we should start exploring the new idea, or we should stick to the first project? This is what she was trying to.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, please.
Got it. Now, first I started to develop the freeze drying machine, but the to selling the machine is very difficult process because there are many certificated problem, and to sell the machinery needs the big investment. So I developed my MVP firstly. Then I started to using my machinery to produce the final product. I started to develop the machine, but end of the day, I sell the final product. I earn money, and while I earning money to invest in my R&D again, and I am developing the press dryer again and again. Sometimes firstly I went to the hotels to sell my product, but they didn't buy our product. So I changed my business. I changed my packages. I changed my marketing ideas, marketing plan. Then I opened my website, online shop, and I started to Instagram and Facebook marketing to sell my products. Some things changing on the road. So yes, I have a different plan. I have many different plans. If my first plan don't suitable and don't work, I change the second one. Not totally different. Throw the old background. Yes, I did it. I throw my first background to working on business analyst and project managing. But now I will not do it. It's clear. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's very clear. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll take some couple of last questions. May I have Wirba Usmaila Tata? I think you raised your hand again. Are you with us now? Wirba? I think he's okay.
Yes, I'm with you now.
All right, please go ahead. Go for it.
Yes, I'm from Cameroon. I would like to first of all appreciate the female entrepreneur, Madame Hazel, for that wonderful presentation. I equally deal with organic farming, and I know it's very costly. So I would like to know from her how she really fight to get the funds for her organic farming, because it's very expensive as compared to GMO farming.
In Turkey, it's not so much expensive. I am always working with the farmers. I bought all my products from the farmers. I have a very good connection, so it was not so expensive in Turkey.
All right. Thank you very much for your answer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wirba. You forgot to put Cameroon beside. I think we're from the same country, so it's good to see my country-mate as well. Anyways, let's move to, I think, Nivin Nasrallah, sorry, from Lebanon.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you for the great motivation you gave us. And my major is related to yours. My major is phytoecology. This is why it was a good motivation. I would like to ask how you kept the hope in the period between you had the idea in your head and the moment you found the funding. How you kept the hope and the motivation, and I have to go to this project, whatever happened. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The idea came to me 5 years ago. I established my company 3.5 years ago. 1.5 year I wait. Yes, it's very huge time because I didn't know what should I do firstly. I don't have money. What can I do? So firstly, I want to do investors, but they didn't believe me. So I wrote a project to apply to present the government. They said to me, okay, it's good, but you should take a lesson, take a educate. Of course, after work and weekends, I want to do a technopark, a technology development area. There are many technology development area in Turkey. So they educate me to fund a company, to marketing, financial, write a project, everything. It's during the almost 6 months. After 6 months, I present my project to the 8 or 9, yes, 8 or 9 people, and they asked some questions, and I answered. And after 2 months later, yes, 2 months later, they said me, you won. We are giving you money. Go and establish your company. Yeah, and it's during the 1.5 years. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nasrallah, for your question. I would like to take the last 3 questions because they were Mr. Harim Mansoor, Harim from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, Miss, sorry. I get confused with the names.
Sorry. It's Hari Manzoor from Pakistan, and my question is regarding team. When you started your startup, how much people were with you? What was the number of your team, and how do you think that a team is important to go on in a business?
We are now 8 people. We are now 8, but how much people depends on your project or your startup. Maybe, for example, you are developing the application or the development the IT area. You can do the 2 person, or you are producing the product. Yes, the offline product, you need the 5 or 6 person. Depends on your project. There is no, this is the best number, I guess, in my opinion.
Thank you very much. Could we have Mr. Umar Buba?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. So.
Okay. I'm Buba Omar from Cameroon. Thank you for this inspiring story. My question is that after designing your product, how did you proceed to let people know about it? And what are the challenges faces while advertising it?
Oh, best challenge is that nobody knows this technology, so everybody knows the traditional drying method, sun drying or oven drying, and many people believe the sun drying and oven drying is the very best. No, it's not the best, because you explode the cell, your vitamins and minerals, you lost the vitamins and minerals, and the product is darkness. Some companies put sulfate to increase the darkness. So this is not a good thing. And if you don't increase the moisture under 5%, some microorganism is living this dried foods, and some of them producing the cancerogen things. This is very bad things. I am always telling this technology is the best one. These products are the same with the fresh one. We don't change anything, no size, shape, color, taste, nutrition value, very important nutritional value. We don't change nutritional value. This is the very big challenge, very big problem for this. To always, you should always tell the advantage of these technologies than the other drying methods to the people.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omar, for your question. Could we have Ms. Sarah Mohusi from Sri Lanka, please? I think we have the last 3 to 4 questions, and then we'll wrap up the session. Ms. Sarah, you have the floor, please.
Yes, thank you. And first of all, many congratulations to Ms. Hazel on her project. Actually, this whole story was so inspiring. I just want to ask, like, apart from the whole startup thing, like, you know, being a startup, like, we have many ups and downs getting to one position, right? So who is your biggest support? Like, who kept you going in this whole thing? Like, one person who is very supportive?
The other entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. I met some female entrepreneurs in the some festivals or the art stands. They support me to sell my food, my products to different markets, organic markets. They say some the organic markets owner, Hazel, is the new startup. Her foods are very beautiful. Please talk to her and buy her products. Yes, I found more than 15 or 20 organic markets to sell my products with my female entrepreneurs friends. That's the best thing. And the government gave me the money. This is a very big important supporter.
Thank you. That's great.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sarah, for your question. May I have Ms. Esnaila Salem?
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Hazel. I'm more interested in the marketing aspect of the product. I know that this is not really a popular thing. So you've touched some of the aspect already, how you started displaying your products. I'd like to know what challenges did you encounter while you are trying to market your product, and what's the best strategy that you employ in marketing yourself, and what's the best strategy that you went this successful, like your business is now successful? I hope that's clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think that the big problem is nobody knows this technology. Everybody knows the normal drying, oven drying, sun drying is the very best one. I am always telling that this is not the best, the freeze drying is the best. So nobody preferred, because nobody knows my products. How overcome this problem? Always talk to final customers and tell and taste. Always taste. Always tell. And I produced different things. For example, cheese. You can find many sun-dried, oven-dried fruits, but you don't find dried cheese. There is no dried cheese in Turkey, or there is no dried olives in Turkey. There is no dried okra pickle in Turkey. This is a very different product, and everybody pay attention to. It is very different. What is this? What kind of procedure? What kind of technology are they using? They say. So they taste. And they get used to this technology and eat this food. To change the product, yes, very important to pay attention.
Thank you very much, Ms. Salem, for your question. Can I have Mr. Kamal Eddin, Pakistan?
Yes, please. Assalamu alaikum. I have a question that you have done a great job, but I would like to ask how you have planned and managed about the sustainability of your products and your upcoming days. Thank you.
For sustainability, I am always growing. I'm always developing the functional foods, different preserved foods and foods, research foods R&D. This technology is so new forward. We extend the shelf life. Turkey is very huge number. I'm second project. Second step is the to freeze cooked meal. I freeze-dry the cooked meal and to export to all over the world, especially Africa and like a Kızılay to because some earthquake or some how can I say big yes, my English is finished.
Disaster.
Sorry. Yes, disaster. Some disasters and yes, thank you so much. Yeah, everybody use this food. Everybody should this food, and we should export. We should give these products to them. Yeah, this is my second step. I want to. Yes. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamal, for your question. Let's have the last question for today's session. We'll go to Ms. Amna Khan. Please, you have the floor.
Hi, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
First of all, it is an interesting opportunity for me. I'm Amna Khan. Basically, I'm from Pakistan, but currently I'm residing in Turkey. So it's like Miss Hazel is kind of a person for me. I'm currently in her country. So listening to her was just amazing. My question is that I'm not sure, Miss Hazel, are you married or not? But do you have
I'm single.
Oh yeah, you are single. Do you have any advice related to time management? As I'm married and I have so many ideas for startups and I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but it's just the management of time that restricts me from initiating something new. So this is something I wanted to know from you, that could it inspire me? How can I manage my time? Like apart from the work, how you manage other things as well, and how can I manage? So that's it.
Thanks so much. Very good question. Somebody say that I'm not. I didn't born as an entrepreneur. I become entrepreneur later. So I found a problem. I against problem. I found the solve this problem solve, and I believe me. I found the power of the to overcome the this problem. So I started. I don't say any time. If you believe yourself, if you believe your project, if you feeling the power of the you, yes, you can do it and you can start. But you write everything, you plan everything. Yes, I believe myself. My plan is best. No, please search so much, so much, because if you establish the company, I don't know your country, but in my country, if you establish the company, the minus money is writing in your letter, because every month and every year government takes the tax from you. So you plan everything. You not just your country, you search all over the world, all startups, everybody, everything, and you work a lot. Otherwise, it doesn't sustainable. It doesn't work.
Okay, thank you so much, Hazel. It was very nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Amna, for your question. Before my concluding remarks, of course, I would like to give the floor to the main person who is in charge of this whole IYBH initiative, which is Mr. Sami Sedar. So without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Sami to say some few words. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. And we are honored to have Ms. Hazel as well as all of you from all over the world. And what I like most, what Ms. Hazel has done, which inspires me, was when she says that the philosophy of the technology which I am creating, it may find the solution for the hunger, which is a lot in Africa and all over the world. This is something which is so inspiring, which when I heard it still make myself it still, when I say it, it is still reflecting my soul still. And another one was when she says that a lot of waste is going, fruits and veggies, the waste which we are making it in our daily life may feed those who are dying for the hunger. This is another one, and also amazing part of the technology which she has created or she has done is shelf life of the fruits and veggies or all the edible things can be preserved for 25 to 30 years without having any additives, any preserved additives in the product. It is so inspiring and it is so amazing. It is what I can say that this is they call it space food. She's competing with NASA nowadays. What I can say is that this technology is the technology of the future for the food. That's what I can see. And if anyone would like to flourish and would like to have a details further for the technology, Ms. Hazel give us a promise to be our hand to hold you and to how to say water you, to how to say nurture you. If anyone interested to deal with this technology, she's there for you to help. The social impact of this technology, it is not all about the money actually. Of course, money is important, as what she says. Money is important for all of us because we have to survive. Money is the tool of survival. But the one what you are doing, it should have the philosophy of social impact. Social impact is the driving force for our soul to be satisfied what we are doing. That's what I can say. Those how to say beliefs or those inner soul satisfaction will be the driving force, whichever circumstances you may face when you are how to say going in this journey. These are my words, and I am proud to have Hazel as our first speaker. I am very inspired for her journey and for her venture. Inshallah, with other speakers and with our ventures, with other ventures, you will have more inspiration from those young entrepreneurs. Thank you, Ms. Hazel, being with us here.
Thank you, Mr. Sami. You explained my philosophy better than me. Thank you so much. I was so excited.
No, your words are also amazing. I listen with the excitement also, and I inspired also from your words. Thank you being with us again. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks a lot. And keep tuned and follow us, and more will be coming. More Hazels will be coming.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Mr. Sami, and congratulations for this initiative. I myself, I'm really learning a lot from this program, and we hope we'll get more beautiful things in the coming days. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our program, and on the behalf of ICYF President and the General Secretary of ICYF, we would like to express our gratitude to Ms. Hazel for this insightful presentation and inspiring story, of course, and enriching discussions that allowed the participants to fill in so many loopholes they were surrounded with when it comes to developing their ideas or business project. At ICYF, we usually have a tradition to offer a token of appreciation to our guests, but due to the current pandemic, we are on an online platform, and we can only wish you the best and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we hope your business shall prosper, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you in this endeavor. And we hope to see you very soon, of course.
Mr. Photo session, you may invite all.
Yes, I was about to announce the photo session. So before that, of course, we cannot finish our remarks without reiterating my deep gratitude to all the participants this evening, and also to the staff of ICYF, whose commitment and personal involvement enabled this discussion to achieve its objectives. So I would like to conclude by wishing you the best in your 9-week course, and stay tuned for our programs, like Mr. Sami said. So before I close the session, we're going to have a group picture. I would like to invite each and every one of you to switch on your camera, and our team is going to just take it. It's a selfie, and we're going to just switch on your cameras. I think so far it's good, Mr. Sami.
It's always good to be with the young entrepreneurs.
Yes, I think they should even say they should even wave or something. So let everyone just wave at least, you know, just have and a happy face, of course. I don't want to see people not smiling, you know. All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week. Stay tuned, please, and visit our social media pages for more information. And hope to see you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and have a lovely evening.
Wa alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.